I'm new here. And I thought that for my first ever YouTube debut, we could get ready together and I could introduce myself. So let's do that. Based off of all the research I've done on this here platform, this video I'm hoping is going to be evergreen, meaning I'm pretty sure this is not the first video you're going to see of me. Likely you'll see another video of me and say, who is this girl? Which will then prompt you to click on my channel, see this video, and then get to know me. At least that's what I'm thinking in my head. First things first, my name is Ashley. My friends and family call me Ash, so I guess you could call me that too. I do go by Ash on my social media, but now when strangers call me Ash, I get kind of like, that's like what my family and my friends call me. But I did brand myself as Ash, so do with that what you will. I am 30 years old and I'm a first time kind of new mom to a 1.5-year-old boy. You might be asking yourself what it's like to be a 30-year-old teen mom, and you know, most days I'm not okay. We are in the full-blown toddler stage and I am not well. Like, I get it, they're just coming to and learning how to be little people, but get a grip, you know? I'm married to my husband for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in December, but we've been together for 10 years. Oh my gosh. Actually, it's gonna be 11 years in 2 months, which is just insane. I am a full-time stay-at-home mom, hence why I'm here, posting videos for strangers on the internet. I feel like if you're a stay-at-home mom, then you relate. You just kind of go a little cuckoo after a while. You're just like, what can I do to feel a little bit like an adult, a little bit like myself? What creative freedom can I find? So naturally, I'm like, I will post videos for strangers, which is a whole other topic that I can make a whole video about. I think some people might see stay-at-home moms posting videos on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube and automatically assume, yeah, she's a bored stay-at-home mom who's looking for something to do, so here she is posting videos. And the thing is, I am anything but bored. I would love a boring day, okay? And I can't speak for other moms who have taken to posting online, but for myself, it really is just a creative outlet. Having something to do, which is editing, engaging with the community online, like all that stuff is fun and it gives you a bit of yourself back. At least that's been the case for me. Which leads me to my next point, and that is that I'm actually an expat from TikTok. I typically do most of my posting over there, and I have somehow accumulated 2,000 followers on that app, which is freaking insane. Because I remember posting over there for the first time, and I remember being at like 50 followers, and I'm like, I don't know how I'll ever get to 100. Like, that's impossible. And a few videos later, I was at 1,000. And then another few videos later, and I was at 2,000, which is crazy. And while I love it over there on TikTok, I have found quite the community of other stay-at-home moms. It's been really fun. I've even met some of these friends in real life, and it's been so freaking amazing. I'm on texting basis with some of them. It's just like the sweetest thing ever. I love it so much. But my reason for migrating over here to YouTube is that if you stick around, you will learn that I am quite the yapper, okay? I can talk. And I realized that I was posting long videos. I'm talking 5, 6, 7-minute videos on a short form platform. Like, what was I doing? And somehow my videos were doing well, which led me to believe like maybe long form is still alive somewhere out there in the abyss. So I thought, you know what, let's try our luck with YouTube and see how this goes. Because editing down an hour long video, a 30-minute video to be freaking seconds or 1 minute or 2 minutes is pretty much impossible. So anyway, that's why I'm here now. Going back to before I was a mom, I did get my degree in business administration with a focus in marketing, which I did nothing with. I must have applied to like 50 jobs after college and had no luck, which was a very low and confusing time for me. And by absolute happenstance, I ended up landing a job as a recruiter for an accounting and finance firm, which was another confusing and low point of my life. Let me tell you, working in recruiting is not for the weak, especially if you're not an internal recruiter. Oh my God. Let's just say I cried a lot. And I'll talk in a separate video about the decision to become a stay-at-home mom and, you know, why I left my corporate job. But yeah, financially, it just made the most sense for me to stay home and raise our child. For some fun facts, I guess, we do have a dog. She is a German short-haired pointer and her name is Endo. I am a total night owl. I cannot for the life of me wake up early, but I also cannot go to sleep early. I'm down to now going to bed at around 11:30, which is less than ideal, but we're making strides, okay? I was going to bed at the very least midnight, sometimes 12:30, sometimes 12:45, and sometimes 1 o'clock. Which, let me tell you, is not very smart when you have a child that wakes up at 7 in the morning. I'm currently trying to wake up before my son. I've been setting my alarm every day this morning at 6:30 to wake up at least half an hour to an hour before he wakes up and have that time to myself. There really is something that like you up about waking up and immediately being needed. Like not even having that time to like come to, you know, you're just like going to sleep to like bam, mama, mama, mama. And don't get me wrong, while I love it and I feel so freaking fortunate that I do have a little person that is needing me first thing in the morning, I think it definitely does something to the good old mentals when, I don't know, you just don't have that time for yourself. I just know that having that time for myself in the morning would do wonders and go such a long way for my mental health. And yet somehow I still can't do it. I know that it's gonna be the best thing. I know that once I get in the groove of it, I'm going to absolutely love it, but I just can't do it. Literally every day this week I've been snoozing my alarm, and yeah. So anyway, that's a journey I can bring you along for, trying to wake up early, changing my life a little bit. Some more random facts about me. Let's see. I am a total horror movie enthusiast. I love horror movies. The more up, the better. Just obsessed. And thankfully my husband is the same way, so we just geek out over messed up movies. And would I even be a lady if I didn't love true crime? I think not. I absolutely love true crime. Though I will say my tolerance to some cases has definitely gone down after having a kid. I don't know. It softens you, man. It softens you a little bit. Let's see, another fun fact, I guess, is that I have had short hair in some capacity for the past like 12 years. For a long time, I kind of had like a lob, and it kind of didn't like stray from that length up until recently. Actually, when I was pregnant with my son, it was the first time that I went pretty short. And then in December of 2024 was when I went like really short, got bangs. It just was feeling very French, and I absolutely loved it. And so I decided that's what I'm going to do every time. Just having short hair feels like such an accessory to me. Like you don't even really have to do much. It's just like a statement in and of itself, in my opinion. I am a self-proclaimed matcha enthusiast, matcha lover. I absolutely love all things matcha. I recently started making my own at home. Twice I attempted to make my own matcha. I bought all of the things, bought my own powder, and then both times the powder actually 3 times. And the powder just sat there and expired. And I just like couldn't. I just felt way too laborious. I'm like, no. But like many things in life, it's all about a shift in perspective. Instead of finding it very laborious and a chore, I tried to think of it as like a ritual, a thing that I can do for myself. And I actually quite enjoy the process. I have a friend who puts her matcha in her milk frother. So she'll put milk in the matcha and then froth it all up and boom, Bob's your uncle. But I still haven't gotten to that point yet. I do get the hot water, mix it in the hot water, make it froth up, put the milk on the side, and blah, 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 and then pour it all in together. I don't know. In my head, it's making a difference. It's making it more effective and tasty, but it might not even make a dang difference. I have recently become a Pilates princess, and it is my entire new personality. I am so freaking obsessed with Pilates. It took me a pretty long time, actually, to muster up the courage to work out again. I am still nursing my son, and for the longest time I was really scared that if I worked out I was going to be burning more calories than I was consuming for breastfeeding, and that my milk supply would take like a crazy dip because of it. So I was just like, no, I'm just going to wait until I'm done breastfeeding and we'll go from there. But my son is, you know, on his way out with breastfeeding. He only breastfeeds in the mornings, and depending on the morning, sometimes he's less interested than others. So really, I do think that I could just pull the plug or pull the nip from him and he will be totally fine. So as long as I feed him first thing in the morning. I don't know, selfishly, it's just really a sweet bonding time between him and I. He does not like to be really carried, or he does not like to cuddle anymore, which is devastating. Like it makes me physically ill thinking about the fact that we just like don't really cuddle anymore because he's a busy boy. He is on the go. I'm still holding on to the morning feed out of pure selfishness. But yeah, anyway, back to Pilates. I just decided like, hey, you know what? He's on his way out from breastfeeding. Will it really matter if my supply takes a dip? Probably not. So I decided to start, and boy, do I freaking love it. I do use ClassPass, which is awesome because you can try different studios. But yeah, it's been very humbling and very fun. And I'm excited to see where this journey takes me. I've not always had the best relationship with working out. I just hate it. So I'm really glad to have found a workout that I actually enjoy and look forward to doing. And we'll see what it does for the bod. Okay, now let's talk about what you can expect to see on this here channel. I have like 3 main interests. One of them is beauty, so makeup, skincare. I am just such a skincare junkie. I love all things makeup. Actually, my video on TikTok that got me the majority of my followers was I did like Sephora sale guides, and those did really well for me. But yeah, I have way too much makeup for the average person. I'm a makeup collector, so love all things makeup, love all things skincare, so you'll probably see a lot of that on here. Also, I do love fashion. However, it's kind of tricky, I feel like, to do fashion videos on YouTube. I'll probably make videos more in the form of reels than like long form, just because, I don't know, I feel like you have to put together like lookbooks in order to make it make sense for YouTube, which I don't think that I have that good of a fashion sense to put together lookbooks. Like, I can barely dress myself in the day-to-day, but I love to admire fashion, and yeah, it's something that I'm really into. So again, not sure if I'll post a whole lot of that aside from like hauls and stuff. The third thing that I love is interiors, home decor. Absolutely love home decor, so I'm hoping to tap into that a bit here in this space. We're actually going to be renovating our kitchen probably at the end of the year, beginning of next year, so I do plan on taking you all along for the journey and, you know, kind of tapping that side of my creative brain, I guess, with the whole design process and everything. So that's really exciting. What else? That's kind of it. And then I do plan on doing some vlogging from time to time. Yeah, I guess we'll see what performs well, what people want to see. Oh, also, okay, can't forget, so my husband is a dentist, and I decided to exploit him on TikTok by doing like these sit-down videos. We did a series called Truth Be Told, and it was every Sunday where we would sit together and I would ask him a question and we'd kind of like break it down. Sometimes people would post in the comments a topic that they wanted to be talked about, and so we would talk about it the following week. We actually stopped making those videos because we could not keep them under like 5 and 6 minutes. My husband is very passionate about what he does, and there was just like so much good information, and so because of that, I performed pretty poorly on TikTok, even though we love making the videos. So I feel like YouTube might be a better space for that segment, so I'm thinking about bringing it to YouTube. We'll see how it does on here. And yeah, so that's a little bit of a peek, a run through of what you can expect here from me. Yeah, that is all. If there's anything, no one will probably see this aside from like 20 people, if that. So if you 20 people have anything that you would like me to make videos on or talk about or whatever, let me know. I'm here to serve you. Anyway, excited to build a community on here and connect with some new faces. Let's see where this goes. Thanks so much for getting ready with me and getting to know me, and here's to our new friendship. Toodles.